Welcome to We Are the People with Tracy Marks and Jorge Estamba, who ask you to know what's happening with your student loan. Tracy and Jorge keep a deep look at student loans in this country and the industries that surround it. Every week, We Are the People will bring you new insight into the corporate welfare industry, such as bailouts, and they connect with student loans. The show will highlight on your constitutional rights and how the current system is built to infringe upon them. Join the conversation by visiting our website chat room at wearethepeople.tv. Or call the show at 888-565-1470 and let us hear from you. And now, let's tune in to Tracy and Jorge for this week's discussion.
Hey, welcome back to We Are the People, Students for Liberty. And as you know, Jorge was here last week if you joined us. He was there for Move On Monday. And if you were here a couple weeks ago, I talked to you about someone who has a company that makes amazing products, and I told you she'd be here on the 8th, and she is. Taylor, would you like to tell us a little bit about you?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me on the air. I mean, I'm really honored. This is a big opportunity for me to talk about my products. Well, a lot of the things that I make are handmade soaps and goat milk skin creams, perfumes, sugar scrubs. I do imported Dead Sea salt. I'm leaning towards more food-grade salts as well. So just anything that's good for you and healthy for you and junk-free stuff.
Okay.
So all good for you.
So if you're wondering what we're here about, as you know, the show is about student loans, student loan debt, corporate welfare, that type of thing. One of the things that I've been trying to do is bring on different people who have student loan debt, who have stepped out on their own and tried to make a difference. Now, Taylor, you went to, was it a for-profit school? Do you know?
I went to 2 different colleges. I started in the International Academy of Design and Technology, and I wasn't really getting the education that I needed, so I transferred to Full Sail University, which is where I graduated.
I have friends that graduated from
Yeah,
there.
so
They
Full
have a good
Sail,
reputation.
They do. They really do. It was a great school. I learned a lot. Between the 2 colleges, I have about 4 years of college education, but I graduated with an associate's because I had 2 years here and 2 years at the other college.
So associates with graphic design, was it not?
Yes, graphic
so
design.
You've actually done your own labels and created your own logo.
I did. I graduated college and immediately started looking for work. And a lot of the things that I came across was, well, you need job experience. And, well, you know, how am I going to get that if you're not going to hire me? So it came to, I was good. I knew I was good. So I started doing my own labeling. I knew about branding. I knew about, you know, where to do copyrights and patents and things like that. And so that's what I did. I started the company.
Now you were working, was it Disney or Universal?
I was working at Universal Studios.
For like $8 an hour selling tickets?
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so
Yes.
here, now, how much student loan debt do you have?
I have approximately, I want to say approximately $75,000 in debt.
So mine's about 91, but you
Yeah.
didn't actually borrow that much, did you?
No.
But that's what it has grown into,
Yes.
compound interest.
Exactly. In fact, some of my loans are through Sallie Mae, but the one that's killer is through Chase, and that is 13% interest.
You know, I know people that have 23 and 28% interest on
Oh,
these
my
loans. That shouldn't even, that is legal loan sharking. I'm sorry.
It
Then you
hurts.
make it compound. That's usury. This is not only illegal and unconstitutional, but yet the banks own the world.
Yeah.
So here we go.
It
mean,
hurts.
what are you going to do? Now, the reason I wanted to invite you on the show is because we met at the Renaissance Festival here.
Yes.
In Deerfield, was it?
Deerfield.
Deerfield? Mm-hmm. And I fell in love with her products. I'm running around. I'm buying products and I'm running around.
We saw
giving
you
them
every
away.
day. Yeah, you
For
were there
6
every day.
weeks I was there. Yeah, because I just liked hanging out. You know, oh, can I use this lotion? Can I use? Oh, let me try that one. It was so much fun. And the products, I was in Mary Kay, so I know a little bit. I'm one of those people that likes to go to the classes, so I learned about the essence and how much you put in, and that has to do with the quality.
Sure.
And Essence does. I mean, okay, let's see. Where is Pick Your Poison?
Pick Your Poison. The red and the black.
Okay, this is a gorgeous smelling soap, and my favorite is still the charcoal, but this, I'll tell you, I used it, and I didn't even have the lotion or the spray. So I used this up, went to bed, woke up the next morning, and I'm kind of laying there, and I'm like, half awake, and what is that smell? Oh, it's me! I was getting it was yummy. I mean, and this is after wearing it for a day. So imagine if you layered these fragrances, what they would do for you.
They last absolutely forever. The lotions, the sugar scrubs, the soaps. I mean, it's a double whammy if you use them all.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, they teach you, like in Mary Kay, they always say layer your fragrance because it wears off. So over the day, if you put on the spray and the lotion and then the powder, excuse me, I'm still recovering. It takes... It is an all-day thing.
Oh, yeah. Well,
but these aren't even your most colorful soaps. Tell us about these ones over here by you.
These right here, I do essential oil soaps. So this one right here, it's yellow and white, but what makes it yellow is the lemongrass. It has lemongrass essential oil, so it's the real deal stuff. And a lot of people who actually are going through chemotherapy buy lemongrass from me.
Really?
Yes.
And why is that?
It's one of the very few things that doctors approve for them to use.
No kidding.
So it's very safe on their skin.
What about the bamboo? Because that's very clean smelling. I know it's not lemongrass, but...
Bamboo, I mean, with the goat's milk skin cream that's on
stuff
it,
is amazing.
It's fantastic for your skin. A lot of people with lotion, you just goop it on. No, that just takes a little bit. You can put it all over your face, your arms, your legs.
I've used it on my whole entire body, and it does not have, I don't have a problem with and I have eczema and psoriasis. Look at that picture up there. He found them. Oh my God, he found your video.
Yeah, those are my videos. That's me stirring and making
Freddie,
this soap.
I love you. You're a good guy.
Yeah.
Yay, ampsquared.tv.
I watch that. It's the one that's playing right now. I could watch that all day.
Yeah, I have watched that one on more than one occasion when I can.
That's how it looks when you're making it,
It's beautiful.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
So now tell us about this pretty colored one over here.
This one is Love Potion. And I know Victoria's Secret has a popular perfume called Love Spell. Well, this is a recreation of Love Spell from Victoria's Secret, and I have this in the soap, which is beautiful. You can see it on the videos as well. You can see me slicing up the soaps. Or I've got it in perfume and cream, and people just love it. And they come with little hearts on the top.
And you do the little fragrances. Now,
Yes.
Wolfbane, that's one we all love.
Yes. My Wolfbane I cannot keep on the shelves.
Or your
When
patchouli either.
Exactly. I take it to the festival, and they buy it up. They love it. They love the Wolfbane.
And then, of course, the Dead Sea salts.
Yes, and they are imported Dead Sea salts. It's not Pacific salt or anything like that. They are imported straight from Israel. So, yeah,
So
real deal
these are
stuff.
good things. Now, my favorite. Okay, now, also, these are handmade and homemade. They're by weight, so you will find that the soaps are not always necessarily the same shape, but they are
Yes.
weighed out. So that
They
is
are weighed out.
okay. And then she's got the beautiful little Calypso stamp right on the front of it. She does have labels that she usually does. However, we're in survival mode with the business right now, right?
We're in a bit of a money crunch.
So
yes.
the labels, we want you to order these soaps, but they may not have their paper labels. You do wholesale also.
I do wholesale,
And you are
the
in a
ones
couple
that
places,
are wholesale
right?
do have labels. Yes, but I mean, I have a catalog. It's a 13-page catalog with price guide and everything.
And we're working on getting you a digital version of that, so that'll
Exactly.
save you some money.
But I mean, anybody could contact me on the website or email, and I'd be more than happy to send them a catalog or tons of samples.
Is that your number up there? Also, if you'd like to call in, Taylor, give them that number up there. I can't see it.
To call into the station, it's 1-888-565-1470.
Yeah, that's the only
1470.
Okay, so we have some friends of yours hopefully out there in the audience, and a couple of mine we're going to try to call in and talk about the products. Hallie that was on right before me, she uses these products as well. We all met
Yeah.
at the Ren Fest. So,
I remember you
fell in
telling me
love.
that people keep stealing your stuff.
Well, that, and I give them away, I'd be like, oh, you got, yeah, well, you saw, I gave this gal I just met a bar
yeah,
of charcoal
here, take a
soap
bar
in the
of soap.
lobby.
Nice
It's
to
like,
meet
you
you.
gotta
Have some
try
soap.
this. But the reason I do that is because, first of all, so many jobs are gone. Okay, you come out of college, you got 80 grand in debt. Well, it's probably more like 40. It grows to 80 and then 100 and then 2.
Yes.
And there's no jobs.
No.
Okay, or there's even if you do get the job, they're not paying because they don't have to. I was making more money in the 70s than I am right now.
And nobody's
Well,
hiring
I actually had a
full-time
job
much
in the
anymore
70s.
either.
No, it's all going part-time because
is.
nobody wants to pay for the Obamacare, as they call it.
Exactly.
Of course, it was the same plan under the other guy with very few variances. But, and that's sad that our government has turned into, spending 4 years trying to take each other out as opposed to do what they need to do for the people. Okay, and student loans is something they need to take care of because, there's a lot of issues that are important out there. I'm all for, I have friends in animal activism,
Right.
Women's rights. Those are all very important things, but they're not going to trash our economy. And I'm not saying don't do that because, by God, we need people working on those
Oh,
things.
yes. Yeah.
But you really need to take a look at what's really happening with the student loans, okay? Back in the day, it was a cap of 3%. Your entire college education cost you maybe $10,000.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
Now it's like 26 grand a year. They say the average debt is 26 grand. Yeah, that's right, because they're dropping out after the first year. I was sitting in class with people that literally could not read. How about you?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it's terrible.
Was that where you were too?
I didn't associate much with my classmates. They were
And when they would ask you to read in class and they couldn't read, I noticed that.
oh
They didn't like me very early on in my
No.
school career.
well, they didn't like me much either because I actually spoke out against things that were
and
wrong.
they don't like that. But the
Yeah.
good thing about a for-profit school is, hey, you're going to treat me like a consumer. I'm going to act like a consumer.
Yeah.
Now you
exactly.
got to fix this. So you do get away with much more as far as being verbal, I think.
You do. And after college, it was just you can't find a job anywhere. You can't.
No. Oh, and
Nowhere.
do you know that over Labor Day weekend, Atlantic City lost 5,000 jobs?
Oh, my
By
gosh.
September 18th, it'll be 8,000. Now, maybe 50% of those will be absorbed in the surrounding areas. But what's wrong with the mayor, okay? Why aren't you creating something for these people? Why are they going elsewhere?
Well, sure.
But now there's too many. And there's even, one of them even was pulling a profit and they decided to close it.
Right. Well, and that's why I did the small business, because you couldn't find work.
Right.
You have to create your own in order to get a job.
But what
make your
obstacles are
own.
you overcoming? You got to do everything yourself, right? Okay.
Everything. You gotta pay for the ingredients. You gotta pay for the shipping to people that order.
Gotta
You
do
gotta do
your
the
own
labeling.
marketing.
You gotta
You
do
did
the
your
marketing,
own
the social
website
media.
too, didn't you?
I made my own website.
And it is a little
know.
glitchy, right? Tell us
It
about
is.
your glitches.
It works though.
I
It's
know, and that's
just
the important
not
thing.
Pretty.
It will
but
be,
it works
though. And
just fine.
mine isn't either, but sometimes, and that's, I think, with designers what holds you back even more, because I went for visual communication, so I did graphic design. That was
Right.
one of my concentrations.
Yeah.
And it holds you back because it's like, oh my God, this doesn't look good enough. I know what good design is. How can I let that be?
Well, yeah, we
But-
do. But the problem with graphic design that I had a big problem with is even me doing freelance. Was here, I'll do freelance work, $75. I'll do this for you. But here's some girl on Craigslist, she's doing it for $30, and she may not be able to do anything decent.
You have to be able to show how you're different, and what they're getting. And even $75. I mean, a corporate identity, the last one I did, I charged $1,000 for it. And I should have charged $2,500.
Oh yeah. And that's true. I mean, that's about on
But
average what it should be.
You can't support that now. The money's just
No.
not there. Now, I also, when I went through college, I was doing faux finishing. I was painting with painters I had known for years. They had been in business 25, 30 years. They're gone. Okay, so, we not only have corporate welfare, but we have small businesses being pitted against the people because they
Exactly.
have to fall in line.
Exactly.
So they are signaling me to take a break for whatever reason. So we'll be right back after these messages.
Youthful Savings creates and delivers innovative financial education products through a virtuous approach in order to disrupt the cycle of poverty. We provide affordable college planning solutions through our Financial Freedom web application and program, youth financial education and entrepreneurship training through our My Own Business Challenge curriculum and program, and group youth programs that teach entrepreneurship and financial education. 10 cents of every dollar earned is reinvested into the communities saved through the Youth College Scholarships. For more information, please go to www.youthfulsavings.com. Email at info@youthfulsavings.com or call 646-504-7164. CPA for the People provides CPA services and business consulting for innovative creators. Collaborative, personal, affordable. We specialize in tax consulting, business consulting, financial statement compilation, and personal finance. For more information, please go to www.cpaforthepeople.com or call at area code 630-244-7893. You're listening to We Are the People with social justice advocates Tracy Marks and Jorge Estamba, exposing the faults in our current day society with industries that directly influence student loans. Join the conversation by calling into the studio at 888-565-1470 or join the chat room at wearethepeople.tv. Again, to call in, the number is 888-565-1470 and let us hear your voice. Now, back to our show.
And thank you for coming back. Here we are one more time. Taylor, before we get off on more serious stuff, I do want to talk a bit about the charcoal soap.
Oh, yeah, a big seller.
Now, you got into this because you had skin issues.
Yes. I had some really bad, I'm going to admit this on the radio. I had eczema.
So do I. And psoriasis.
Yes, and medicine for eczema is
You become
horrible.
immune.
Yes.
It only works for a short period of time, and then it seems to come back with a vengeance.
Yeah, it was awful. And, a lot of my customers are eczema and psoriasis sufferers.
Yeah.
And I started putting eucalyptus on my hands, and it was going away.
Well, the Dead
So,
Sea salts were helping me.
Yeah.
But it also does something to your skin.
It does.
It does not. It's like the moisture is forever gone or something. I don't know. My whole texture of my skin changed. At first, it was nice, but I'm saying after your skin dries,
Yes.
it's different when you use it over a prolonged period of time, which I, of course, did.
On a molecular level, it gives back. It has so many more minerals in it that your bodies absorb, whereas regular salt is incomplete, so it takes away from your body. So you're left with dry skin and things like that. Whereas sea salt is fantastic for you.
Yeah.
But with the charcoal soap, when I got into the business, I had never heard of it. And
Me neither.
Yeah,
but I
customers,
fell in love.
They were asking me for the black soap. I didn't know what they were talking about, so I did some research. It's activated charcoal, which it absorbs 1,000 times its own size in toxins, so it pulls it out of your skin. Yeah.
Which for my son now, when he first started using this, it cleared up all the red, took all the inflammation out.
Yeah.
Then it was like the second layer came through and it started pulling it all up, but it wasn't
Yes.
that deep red impacted. It
Exactly.
was whiteheads, but not, they weren't red, they weren't inflamed.
Yeah.
And then I, of course, fell in love with the lather. The lather on this one, because there's no
Yes.
fragrance, is amazing. I am
Oh, yeah.
talking thick, luscious, beautiful lather.
It's a good recipe. It lathers really well. They're solid bars. They're super creamy.
Yeah.
And I was dumping activated charcoal in those bars.
And I got to tell you, now I used it. I ended up keeping 3 bars of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I used them after I was about through. I used a whole bar. Then by the second bar, about halfway through, I realized I didn't have to wear deodorant anymore.
Pulls the toxins out. It
I
pulls
mean,
them all
I
out.
wasn't, and even now, and I could only use Ban Roll-On. That's the only thing that ever worked. Oh, we have a phone call.
Ah, okay.
Okay, are you there? Who's here?
Hello? Oh, hi. I'm sorry. I'm just calling about the Calypso salt and soap is probably one of the most depth I have ever worn. But my personal favorite, I just felt I'd chime in, is the perfumes and colognes also that she has. There's some fantastic ones.
Oh, I haven't used any of the perfumes. Thank you for sharing that. What's your name?
My name is Sarah. I knew her. I had met her during the Florida Renaissance Festival this year. In,
me
Tidewater
too.
Stars.
Oh, very
Yes,
cool.
yes.
Which perfume did you say you had?
Oh, I tried the Mist of Fuji perfume.
The Mist of
and
Fuji, yeah.
Ooh, that sounds
It
yummy.
it was heavenly. And I was outside all day, hanging with the Renaissance people and sweating and stuff. So it was kind of a godsend.
That booth was packed, though. Did you notice that? I
Oh,
mean, it was
yeah.
wall-to-wall people for 6 weeks.
Yes. Yeah, it was packed.
Were you able to get up close to her at all, Sarah, or did you have to fight the crowd?
Oh, yeah, there was a bit of a crowd by her little store the entire time, but me and a few friends did manage to pass by now and then.
Well, thank
And I
you.
got to smell some of that beautiful perfume, and it lasted for the longest.
Yeah,
the
these
entire
products are high in essence. They do last.
It just takes a little bit.
Well,
and the
thank
Mist
you
of
so
Fuji's clean.
much.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing, Sarah. We appreciate your call. Thank you.
Thank you,
Day.
Sarah.
Thank you so much. Have a good one.
Thank you.
You too.
So what we're on here, ladies and gentlemen, is a quest. This woman, I don't know if you remember last time, she spent 6 weeks in a tent with no electricity
Yes.
in Virginia.
In Virginia.
So the things we do, we're getting close. It's 7:23. So tell us a little bit about some of the craziness that you've encountered.
Oh gosh. Well, it's all about keeping the money coming in with running a small business. So, especially when you don't have the accounts, like your soap in stores and
Right.
things
So
like
you
that.
haven't built your wholesale up. You have some,
Exactly.
but not enough.
Exactly. So you kind of have to chase down fairs and festivals to vend
And
and,
you got
sell
to
your
be careful
products.
too, because I mean, you get caught in that trap with samples, and before you know it, it's why I remember when I first joined Mary Kay, they wiped out my samples.
Well, of course, they're all gone, and I mean that
you
takes
gotta
out of
really,
my personal
but it's
stock.
a learning curve, right?
Exactly.
So, but emotionally speaking, now you're not a depressed kind of person. I
No.
went through heavy depression, and I went through that whole 9 yards for much of my life. And when I met you, it was like, this vivacious, happy person. And then we talked periodically, and then all of a sudden I noticed a difference in your voice.
Yes, when the money doesn't come in continuously, your business suffers. It only comes in when you're at the fairs and festivals without those accounts.
So
So-
you did those fairs and festivals. You made great money, but there's not money coming in. So
Yes.
you're paying all your insurance up. You're
Paying
paying
my
all your
bills,
rent up.
paying the
So it's
website,
not
paying
like
the
you're
everything.
out, partying down and buying $300 shoes.
Oh, no, I'm wearing shoes I've had for 8 years.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So, I mean, no, any dime I ever made, it went right back into the business. Right back. I think from Deerfield, I maybe kept $100 to myself,
Yeah.
for personal use. But other than that, it all goes back to the business.
So, the economy is such that it's very hard for us to get these businesses up and going on our own. And so my appeal to you, now you're involved with something called Fund Me.
Yes, GoFundMe.
GoFundMe.
Yes, and what GoFundMe is, it's kind of like a donation site. On it, I have a video that I recorded explaining what the funds will go to. I was hoping to build up my company and maybe have the funds to travel to the fairs and festivals, because that's what a lot of these
Right.
fair people
And
do.
they can make good money.
They make fantastic money, absolutely.
So yeah, it's tough out there to do that, and plus I did art shows, so I know that trade show circuit, and it takes a year to 2. You've been lucky.
Yes.
I gotta tell
Yes. I had a lot of support, from my
because
my
it
parents.
takes a couple years sometimes to get in with these shows, especially
Yes.
once you're going out of state. Florida can only do in the summertime. So,
Exactly.
It's emotionally it's tough though.
It is. And up in Virginia, I was trying to chase down those shows, go where the money was. Florida, the shows aren't going on in the summertime. It's too hot.
Yeah.
So Virginia, it was 6 weeks in a tent just to make the money, just to keep the business
There's
going.
another call. I don't
Another
know.
call?
He's giving me all kinds of signals.
Sign
Two
language.
phone calls.
Two
Put us
phone
on.
calls.
All right, we got 2 minutes. All right, we got 2 minutes. Who are you talking to?
If me, then my name's Aaron.
Hi, Aaron.
Hi, it is me.
Oh my gosh. We got 2 minutes. What do you want to tell us?
I just wanted to brag and boast about Calypso Salt. I was also a participant at the Renaissance Festival. I was a worker there.
That Aaron.
Yeah.
We know this, Aaron.
We know this,
like,
Aaron. Thank you. Oh, that's
like
awesome.
Sarah, her soaps and salts and her oils and perfumes were a lifesaver. They made me easy to be around.
Yeah. I know, man. You get kind of stinky after a while. Those
Many
Renaissance
people,
festivals, yes.
yeah, they needed
You
it.
come by in the perfume to, yeah, that's hilarious. Well, thank you, Aaron. We appreciate
Thank
that.
you so much.
Thank you so much for getting her on the show.
Oh, yeah, I love her. So, people, please check out Calypso Salt and Soap, AND.com. Give them do you want, what other information?
I have a Facebook. It's all the same, Calypso Salt and Soap on Facebook. I have a YouTube where the videos they were playing earlier, you can watch my YouTube. I'm going to have a live cam here pretty soon so people can watch me make soap live. It's all Calypso Salt and Soap.
So please check it out. We want to keep this gal in business. I tell you, once you try the products, you'll want to help keep her in business too. We need to spread the word. Wholesale orders, definitely.
Absolutely.
Okay, if you know anybody that's got a great little shop, these are awesome for that. The first order may come without labels if it's a personal order until we get
Yes.
things caught back up.
Yes.
We're going to really try to help find some people to help with the glitchy in the website. And,
Exactly.
And just, it's
Just remember,
it's a catch-up
it's
game.
just me. I'm doing my best.
And she does a great job. When it comes down to the actual product itself, I promise you'll love it. And with that, we ran out of time. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me on air. I had a blast.
Okay,
I love
great.
it.
And please go to moveon.org and type in Fire Sally Mae and sign that petition. I refuse to let them take
I'll be on
control. All right. Have a good week, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Take a walk on
You
the
have been
wild
listening to We Are the People with social advocates Tracy Marks and Jorge Estamba, who every week bring to the light the needs and changes in our current system. Tune in every Monday night at 7 p.m. on wearethepeople.tv and participate in the conversation in the chat room or call 888-565-1470. Tune in next Monday for more information and facts. And Tracy and Jorge remind you to stay aware of your surroundings and challenges at all times.